Yo people, Garrett doing here for another video, and this video is going to be in Farming Simulator 19, and today we are going to be taking our fire trucks over to another fire truck, and that's so we can rescue it. Now, if that sounds a little bit confusing to you, it's probably because you missed one of our past videos. Pretty much, when we were loading on up vehicles and taking them off of our boat to bring them during transportation to the fire station, we messed up and we ended up crashing one of them into the water. It sunk to the bottom. It was actually our Jeep, which was one of my favorite vehicles. So we need to go rescue it, and we finally have all the equipment needed to do so. So after like 3 videos of having this out of service, we can finally get it back in service. It will likely need some kind of repairs. We're going to have to assess that once it's out of the water. But let's take a look at what exactly happened. So here's the battalion chief Jeep, and it's in a very bad spot. If you look around, we have this opening here. Now, it's great that we have some kind of access, but the issue is that it's water. And then we have these 3 other areas surrounding it. And this is a high platform that we're not going to be able to just pull the vehicle up from. And due to this, we're going to have to be a little bit creative. And before we start working, we will need to grab some police cars because the scene needs to be safe for us to start working. So let me go ahead and grab some of those. And if you've been following along with the police series, you know that we have 2 vehicles we did not unload from the cargo ship. So we are going to just bring those over with us here today. And I believe we are now good to go. So let's start backing on up here. And I will throw down the straps, but I don't think either of these vehicles will actually be affected by those. Finally, we are out on the open waters. Here we go. Such a light load that I can really do whatever I want. Let's take this nice and easy. We do not need any further collisions. But here we go. Perfect parking job. Let's lower down the ramps, and we just cleared the vehicle. Okay, so let's take the Tahoe off first. This is a sheriff supervisor vehicle. Looks really cool. I'm definitely a fan of the lighting configuration. I'm going to say let's put it over this way. So if we have to drive beside it, we are able to. And then for the sheriff van, we will do the same thing, but on the other side. So here we go, just like so. That should be good. And let me go grab some fire trucks. Of course, we're going to be taking the Hummer out here today, since that's where the winch is currently attached to. Now, this Hummer has had so many different versions in the past. I believe the original was made by Lambo and Winston, but it's been adapted and modified by so many different mod creators. We've used police versions, civilian versions, military versions, and now a fire version. It's always great to see modders working together to produce one very cool mod. But here we are. I'm gonna grab another fire truck just so we have a bit more room, and that was very close to the edge. If the other fire trucks don't have all the equipment and tools necessary for this job, then Rescue 2 should have us covered. Obviously, this vehicle's sole purpose on scenes is to rescue vehicles and people. Or I guess I should say people usually trapped in vehicles, but you get what I mean. It kind of does everything. Finally approaching the scene. I guess I can turn on these lights as well. We're going to use the fire rescue ram to be a blocker in case any traffic comes. I'm repositioning the vehicle, but we are doing that mainly so I can just have better access for the hook. Now this should work. Hopefully this is all good first try. We're going to have to see. Sometimes bugs do happen. And here's a very good example of a bug happening. I don't know where it went. I threw it and it is just gone. Okay, so if you look at the minimap, yeah, it's just kind of moving through the landscape. Luckily, this water tank had a hook behind it, so I brought it over. Hopefully, we'll have better luck. So something I'm going to do this time, different than before, is, did that seriously just glitch through the ground? Now that we've lost both of our hooks due to game glitches, I'm going to have to go buy another one. We're finally back on the scene with the new hooks. Let me drop these off. Now, since this is attached to the vehicle, I'm assuming that it would mean it won't bug through the ground. And okay, it's there. That's progress. Let's see if we can turn this over. It's going to have to be at a slightly different angle. The winch is finally attached to the hook, and the hook is attached to the vehicle, which means we are ready to start towing this out of the water. Alright, so we are getting some movement, but this angle is not going to work. It needs to get past this line before we can really do anything. I'm now giving it a bunch of slack, and let's see how far we're actually able to drive. I'm staying really close to the border just in case we hit the max distance. We should be good to start pulling the line in, and okay, we're definitely still stuck on that border. Maybe we can push it a little bit. It is in water. I do have it in neutral. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. And still no luck. It is not moving at all. Oh, it's so close. Come on, just keep going, keep going. It's still not quite budging. Come on. We just got to move it a little bit further. Oh, okay. It's making progress. I have a pretty good feeling that we're able to get it released now. Oh yeah, it is so close. There we go. Perfect. We have done it, guys. Now all we have to do is pull it on out. Let's try using the fast winch to speed up this process. I will keep an eye on the back tire though. Honestly, that's too close to the edge already. Let's see if I can just drive it forward a little. For the last little bit of this distance, I want to do a speed ramp. Now that is an editing technique where you pretty much boost it up and it goes like 20 times as fast as real time. So let's give that a shot. Okay, we definitely got to the perfect spot. Now all that's needed is to back up a bit further so our wire isn't hitting the edge as bad. There we go. Come on, keep on moving. We might even be able to throw that top light on the Jeep. The light is going and we are pretty much out of the water. I guess it's time to drive a bit further forward and it should just follow along. Go nice and slow though. Do not want it hitting the Hummer's back end. And there we are. Now I just realized something. We don't actually have a vehicle that has a trailer. And that means we have no way to get this Jeep back to the station. Our boat's always coming in handy. We're going to bring this over to grab the trailer. Okay, let's pull away from the dock. We should now have all the stuff necessary. And yeah, by the way, I'm driving like a madman here. We're definitely damaging our engine. But hey, this is worth it. Oh, look at that drift. Look at that drift. We're coming in hot. Here we go. Oh no, oh no, oh no. That can't be good. Everyone just close your eyes and pretend that didn't happen. Here we go. Lowering down the ramp, and I almost flung out the vehicle. Well, this is a weird position to end in. How do I get this off of here? Is this just going to be like the slowest turn possible? Here we go, finally off the boat, and let's go grab that trailer. I know this trailer is going to be more than long enough to hold the Jeep, but I'm not quite sure about its width. Thank you for making it strappable. That helps out so much when driving. Sorry for interrupting the video. I just quickly wanted to let you guys know that my friend Alyssa Rose made a new song, and because I'm in film, I helped to produce the Canvas video on Spotify. So if you want to check it out, there is a link in the description. We're back on the scene with everything that we need, which means the Jeep will finally return back to the station. Okay, I'm going to park this trailer right beside the Hummer. And this is a really cool mod because the deck actually tilts down in the middle. I don't think we ever had a mod like this in FS17. So glad to see that the new game had an upgrade. Here's the setup that we are working with. I have the tilt deck in the middle. On the left-hand side, we got our winch and truck. And on the right-hand side, we have the Jeep we just rescued. If everything goes to plan, we should be able to just tighten this winch and start reeling it in. And the Jeep should just follow nicely up the trailer. Let's see if this works though. Come on. Get on moving. I guess we could even use our fast winch here to move it a little bit quicker. So far, it's aligning quite nicely. It's got to go a little bit further. And we should be good. The left-hand side of the trailer is looking perfect. What about the right-hand side? Honestly, not too bad. I guess it could have been shifted over a little bit further, but this will have to do. So let's release some of this tension, and I'm going to hop into the truck. Let's fold back down the trailer. And I doubt this will actually strap down, but we're going to give it a shot. The moment of truth. Are we able to actually move this? And the answer is yes. No issues at all. We're good to return back to the station. So that's the end of this video. Why not click the secret video in the top right corner? But first, make sure to subscribe and click the thumbs up button down below. That's also where you can find my Discord server, in the description. There are many different links, such as my Twitter, Instagram, Patreon page, merchandise store, and even the Garrett Plays membership link. You guys are awesome. Bye-bye.